Ever since I was a kid, I had a fascination with collecting things. In the vault, this was mostly limited to comic books. I wanted every issue of Grognak the Barbarian and would do anything to get them. Now in the capital wasteland, at least that dream can come true. Comics, magazines, weapons, and my personal favorite, Vault-Tec Bobbleheads. I know Vault-Tec are a bunch of scumbags, but you gotta admit they make some good merchandise. I only need a few more before I can complete the whole set. My name is Mordecai, and this is my tale of two wastelands.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Tale of Two Wastelands with Mordecai. So Mordecai is staring at his unfinished bobblehead collection and has decided he's going to fill the rest of it out. And some of these, like the ones we found, you sort of come to naturally by just exploring the world, but some of them are a little tucked away, and you only really encounter them if you explore everything. Thankfully, I kind of know the general location for most of these. So yeah, we're going to try to get as many as possible in this video and possibly the next, because a lot of them are deep within pretty big, but also interesting dungeons that I do want to explore pretty thoroughly. So, you know, we'll see how many we get. I'm thinking we go for the luck bobblehead first, because it's the one that's most likely to give us a pretty good perk, I think. Maybe like extra crit chance or something. So yeah. So the luck bobblehead is somewhere in this area, I believe. The Arlington Cemetery is where we need to go. I don't remember exactly where it is and how to get there, but we will try our absolute best to find it today. We are rolling with Sydney's 10mm submachine gun that we got at the very end of last time, because I want to try it out. You don't really very often get to use 10mm guns, especially not rapid fire ones, and hers is pretty dang good, so I'm hoping it'll do okay. Plus I just kind of want to mix it up. We have some AP rounds, not too many. I wouldn't rely on them. We also still have our sniper and our shotgun with some different rounds in it that I should use at some point because they are pretty interesting. Okay, here's our raider. Let's try this on him. Oh no, that's a ghoul. That's a ghoul reaver, in fact. Rapid fire weapons are pretty good against ghouls since they have no damage threshold. But reavers are still reavers. Where did you come from? All right, I don't know if we're actually getting to our destination. I feel like we're not. Let's head from maybe the Citadel and see if we can't get a better angle to get here. Yeah, there's something about the DC ruin areas that are just very hard to navigate from just like a general vibe feel. Like I'm just kind of guessing where we're supposed to go and it's not really leading me to a place I want to be. So, you know, it might be something you have to use the metro for. It's always kind of just a shot in the dark. So if we keep heading this way, we're gonna run into the Arlington Library. It's not exactly where I want to be. Let's get rid of these guys who seem to eternally respawn like all things in Fallout 3. I thought about making an entire video dedicated to Bethesda and their encounter designs and level scaling and respawning enemies and unique loot and all this different stuff. We'll have to see if that comes true. I've said it before, but that's one of my favorite parts about Fallout 3 and what I feel like it does better than any other game, except for maybe Morrowind, is it rewards player exploration better than any other, honestly, RPG that I've really played before. Skyrim has really good dungeons comparatively to a lot of other RPGs, but the loot inside is not very interesting.
Hey man, you need something? A little fix, maybe? Some jet? I got jet. Psycho too. Take a look.
All right, he does have drugs. Wish he had some money, I'd sell him my drugs. All right, well, ooh, hello Enclave. What are you doing out this far? Let's switch to the AP sniper. I don't trust the 10mm to actually hurt them. I don't want to waste the AP. We don't have to. Free XP though. You actually dropping anyone off? No. Okay. Just thought you'd stop for a spell and fly away, huh? Someone just got disintegrated. A raider, that makes sense. We'll grab the sniper rifle and repair our own. Because we got jury rigger now. Hell yeah. Best perk in the game. How did you even get up there? This? I feel like we've reached a dead end yet again as well, so. Oh, is this the... Yeah, this is the little trap room that we went up before. Well, might as well grab your fingers. I think we have like 70 or so fingers, so doing pretty good on that front. Did we ever come up here and pick the other safes? No, we did not. Well, what better time to do it? Nice. That's some pretty good loot there. Let's drop these pistols, though. I don't want to be overburdened. Dang, that's pretty good, actually. A lot of safes. We ever pick this one? Yes. Yeah, so how the hell do we get to the Arlington Cemetery? We must have to go through the metro. So I'm going to go to Marigold Station then and see if I can't find a way out. Do the ants respawn in here? Yes. Did they breathe fire? They do, even though we killed the queen. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever come back down here before. We should be able to get to where we need to go by going through the metro, I think. This metro is like disconnected from the main ones. Oh, random recording. So you can't get here through the main DC metro, I don't think. I think it's like its own separate. I think we need to get to Falls Church metro, so. Don't quote me on that though. So we've actually explored here pretty thoroughly. And I don't think we ever ran into another metro exit. Can you get to Falls Church from here? I think so. The metros are something I never really truly explore, even though I don't mind them. It always kind of makes me want to play the Metro series of games, just burn myself. Because obviously like the entire game is set in something pretty similar to this. I've played a little bit. I don't want to say I've never played the Metro games because I definitely have. That would be a fun thing to play through at some point. They've always been intriguing to me, but I've never put in the time to actually play them. Beyond just like a couple starter missions or whatnot. Yeah, 10mm seems pretty good against most of the stuff we're running into at the moment. Not gonna do jack against a super mutant, but ants, ghouls, raiders, not too bad. Okay, Falls Church is actually up here. So I think that'll get us to where we need to go. Dang, I wish we had this gun back when we were fighting these ants. That would have been extremely helpful. We are kind of burning through ammo. Okay, is this? No. We want to go this way. And Falls Church Metro, perfect. Okay, from what I remember, aren't there some Brotherhood of Steel? Yes. They're fighting super mutants, perfect. Well, let's help them out. No, let's miss entirely, good job. Hopefully they're not all dead. Now, these are pretty weak super mutants, so we could, yep, use the 10mm.
Now try and hide from this.
Somebody sees us. You are a master. Let's get out the shotgun. Yes, that is why. We do not want him shooting us. Holy crap, he almost killed us. Uh-oh. Are you supposed to be alive, Paladin Haas? Through the power of Jesus, Paladin Haas is alive.
Stranger, I thank you for your aid. We must press forward. If you are willing to aid us, you are welcome to join us.
Sure, what's happening here?
We were performing a training exercise with one of the initiates when we were cut off by the super mutants. We saw him flee into a building up ahead during the attack, but before we could link up with him, we were pushed back. Now that we've cleared this area, we can press forward and attempt to recover the initiate. I only pray that he is unharmed.
Is he still alive? What's in it for me? What sort of exercise were you doing out here?
Long-range recon. We typically do them in areas that have already been swept and are thought to be clear. Knight Church fell in the initial strike. The initiate was cut off and were forced to retreat.
Is the initiate still alive?
He's had enough training that he should know that when facing overwhelming odds, a brother's best recourse is to wait for reinforcements. I suspect that he is making a stand inside of that building, but an initiate won't be able to stand for long against those mutants.
Well, I'll go find him. I've heard enough. Let's go get your man.
Excellent. We will advance forward slowly until we make contact with the mutants. Then clear the area in front of the building. Once that space is under our control, we will hold position while you enter and recover the initiate. Then, you both should evac to the exterior.
What's absolutely crazy, I'm going to resurrect this guy too, is these are just regular super mutants. These are not overlords or masters. This one was a brute, but that's, it's pretty low level in the super mutant department. And they just got rocked. These are people in power armor, and super mutants are just melting them like butter. Does not bode well, does it?
Take him out.
One more for the Brotherhood.
I'm gonna try to keep them alive because this is kind of a interesting unmarked quest that I would bet most players have never seen before, because it's kind of an obscure place to get to, Falls Church. Nothing ever really sends you here. You kind of just have to be exploring for exploration's sake. There's a bobblehead somewhere over here. That's pretty much the only reason you would come to this area. I think there is. Guess I can't say for certain because we haven't actually found it yet. And yeah, these guys die apparently at the slightest breeze. So if you die, you don't get the quest at all, I don't think. I don't really know if you get anything from it. Maybe a pat on the back.
Good to see you.
It's not like there's a reputation system here. What happened to the other guy? You survived. Oh, there you are.
Go, go, go.
Okay. Yeah, so I think they want us to go in here, right? Office building. Might as well. I mean, I'm all for unmarked side quests. Most of them people never see, so I kind of feel like it's my job to show it off, because there is a little bit more going on. Tumblers today, that's not a bad one. I think our lockpick is at 80 though. We could put our next level up into lockpicking and potentially max it out. Then we'd no longer have to worry about lockpicking. We don't have to have skill books. We don't really have to have anything. We'll just be able to pick it. And that could be good. Right, let's take out this overlord because he's the scariest. How did you just tank 2 freaking shots to the head? Not so scared about you, and you're like a brute or something, so not too scared about you. Let's use our 10mm maybe. Yeah, this thing shoots fast. That's one thing I like about it over Wanda that we got before. Like Wanda, in theory, seems powerful, but it shoots so slow. Shoots so slow. Also, I just realized how terrible our needs are at the moment. Let's eat some of the food. And is this the guy we're looking for? Yes, it is. Initiate Peck. He is dead. His head has been blown off, apparently. Rip. Oh, I like how there's drinking fountains right here. I could have just used those. Yeah, not too big of a little dungeon crawl. There was a skill book. That's pretty nice. Should be able to report back. Didn't have anything on him though, not really.
Move out.
Is the quest bugged perhaps because Paladin Haas died? So I looked it up and yes, I wonder if this guy died. Because I was going to say, I kind of remember him being alive, but maybe the game kills him off if the Paladin dies?
Thank God someone's come. You have to help me, please.
Calm down, I'm here to help.
Oh, thank God. Paladin Haas sent you, didn't he? I knew he wouldn't leave me behind. When they attacked, we were cut off so quickly. My gun jammed, and I never even got a shot off. I couldn't do anything but hide.
Your gun is jammed? Can I take a look at it?
Sure, I guess. Can you fix it?
Sure can. Here, pull this back to clear the chamber.
Wow, that's easy. Now at least I can shoot back at those mutant bastards. Are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
Right behind you.
I like how you need a guns 45, which to me sounds pretty high, to know how to pull back the chamber and stop the gun from being jammed. I guess my guns is at least 45 because I know how to do that. That's a pretty basic skill. What the? Where did he go?
Excellent.
Whatever.
The initiate is safely returned to us. You have the thanks of the Brotherhood, my friend. We cannot offer you much in return, but know that you may travel through Falls Church under our protection.
Well, that's reassuring considering you were all dead when I got here, but thanks anyways. You can't ask for money. I think you get like 100 caps, but who cares about that? And, you know, Mordecai is a pretty honorable sort. Okay, so the original reason we came here is because I'm hoping we can get to the Arlington Cemetery from here, but I actually do not know if that's the case. I gotta assume it is because it's somewhere in this sort of ruin area, and this is the only way to get to the center of town, so I think it is. Besides the luck bobblehead, there's really not any reason to come in here. I wonder, there might be a unique gun somewhere. I kind of feel like I remember that. Is this where the unique flamethrower is? Hello? You guys actually helping me? That's kind of cool. I figured you would just sit on that corner of the map and for the rest of time, honestly. Don't die now. Took a lot of magic to resurrect you.
Victory!
I usually don't do that, but when it comes to like quests, and quest givers being killed, I will use the console. I mean, we didn't even get anything out of it. It was just more, I wanted to show it off. I've done that quest before, but I know most people haven't. Okay, Falls Church East. I feel like we're not in the right place. This isn't looking very promising. We did get a level up, that's nice. I guess we'll use it right now. What should we level up though? We could go barter again and just start getting that in the right direction. We could go lockpick, like I said, and just basically max it out. We could go medicine. I don't feel like we're having a lot of problems with stim packs not healing that much anymore. 50 medicine actually seems pretty decent. We could go science to maybe guarantee that as long as we have a skill book and the science outfit, we can get into very hard computers. Could be good. I don't think I have a sneak book on me, do I? No. So we can't level sneak right now. We would have to go back to Megaton, or we could do speech. Speech is another thing I just want to keep moving in the right direction. Doesn't really matter for Fallout 3. There's not a lot of speech checks. I think there is a few at the very end of the main quest, but it's not absolutely essential like it is in New Vegas. Should we just go lockpick and max it? I think so. It'll be nice not having to use skill magazines anymore for it, so yeah, we'll take it. Why not? Now we are in caution, so we have to wait for that to go away, I think, before to level us up. I don't know who's detecting us. Oh, there you are. Let me level up. There we go. Put everything into lockpick. I think I'm just going to use skill books to max it out so we don't have to waste a whole nother level on lockpick. since we definitely at least have 2 of those. Now, you don't really get perks for lockpicking, so not really expecting anything new here. I am going to go intense training, I guess. Nothing else really sounds interesting to me. Plus, we were increasing our intelligence even more. Should we boost it up to 9, get more skill points? Maybe we should have done this first, but yeah, let's just get intelligence to 9. Get as many skill points as possible. And then we can decide what to do next. I don't really know, though. Okay, where does this metro lead? Falls Church North. Yeah, this seems like a bust, doesn't it? At some point, I really thought that we were going to get more than 1 bobblehead today, but now I have my doubts as we're 20 minutes in and I'm at the Super Duper Mart. I mean, we'll get a bobblehead, but it might just be the one. Although, the actual bobblehead itself, to get to it, isn't very difficult. You don't have to go into a big old dungeon. But man, getting there, I guess that's the trade-off. It's kind of weird. We have not actually discovered this place before. I think we went right past it. Hello.
Well, look at this. We got us a wanderer all the way out here in Willem's Wharf. You must got some important business out here to be wandering around, but 'tain't none of my beeswax what you're doing. But if you're interested in trading, maybe we can help each other.
Maybe. What do you got, Grandma? Food and some magazines. I'll buy your food. Actually, a pretty good place to go for food, apparently. You could have my drugs. How does that sound? Drugs for food. You don't need food when you're on drugs. Ooh, I guess we could ask her, is there anything going on around here?
Some fellas came out here a while ago that said they was looking for some do-gooder that came out from one of them vaults. I told them I ain't seen nobody like that and sent them on their way. They might still be around here, though, if you think you can help them.
Yeah, I could help them.
We'll see you real soon.
Well, at least Grandma didn't rat us out. All right. I think there is a metro somewhere over here, yes? And this metro should take us where we need to go. What is that? Scavenger. I'm going to talk to him because there's a chance he might have skill books. Got anything for sale? No, he does not have any skill books. Well, we might as well sell him our drugs too. We're basically just a drug dealer at this point. Hey, it's good money. Not really, actually. We're not really making a lot of money from it, but it's free money, essentially. Yeah, let's head into the metro. I don't know what just flew past there. Kind of strange, but... All right. Is this the Arlington Metro? Okay. Surely this will take us to Arlington Cemetery. It has to, right? No other metro could possibly take us there besides the Arlington Metro. I pray. Reaver, not too scary. I'm glad we got the shotgun out. Let's switch to the 10mm though. I am enjoying it. More than I thought I would, honestly. Another ghoul. What are you? A regular ghoul. Perfect. Get wrecked. And where does this lead? Arlington National Cemetery. Here we freaking go. And we got the Master of the Mojave achievement. Obviously a New Vegas achievement, but one where you probably just have to explore stuff. Nice. Dead Regulator. Hey, these are the people we work for. Speaking of, I also got a recording I forgot to read. Bounty notice. Junders Plunkett. Notice to all good men and women seeking lawful bounties in the capital wastes. Let it be known that the murderous person known as Junders Plunkett, of fair complexion, average height, and missing one good eyeball, is offered for bounty, dead or alive, in the sum of 1,000 caps or similar compensation of expended equipment or medical expense. Junders Plunkett was last seen committing theft and murder in the township of Canterbury Commons. The apprehending person should exercise special caution, as the bountied personage is noted for an uncommon aptitude with small concealable blades. I think you can kill him, and I think you can actually turn in that bounty. So we could try to do that. We also picked up this recording a while ago. I forgot to listen to it.
If you're listening to this tape, then my brains are splattered all over a wall somewhere, and you've got a job to do. You need to retrieve the package and get it safely to Ronald Lauren in Girdershade. Tell him Grady sent you. To get the package, you'll need the key. I've stashed it inside an old fire hose case in some maintenance closet in Marigold Metro Station. The key will unlock the safe that contains the package. Look for the room marked by a spinning light. You can't miss it. Good luck. And hopefully, they won't find you too.
Okay, so that is actually related to another unmarked quest that we half solved. So this naughty nightwear that we have, I think is what he's talking about. We picked it up a very, very long time ago. But essentially, I think we can take it to Girdershade, where the Nuka-Cola girl is, and bring it to that creepy guy that's protecting her, and I assume he'll pay you something. But more importantly, what the heck is that? Collision marker. Can I disable that? Yes. Okay. Weird. That's the first, like, texture mesh problem we've ran into. Well, Raiders do not stand much of a chance. The 10mm, but neither do I stand much of a chance to them. Kind of crazy, isn't it? How fast we die in this game. It's got to be the difficulty.
Come on, boys.
I'm hesitant to lower the difficulty though, because Fallout 3 doesn't have as much of a scaling problem that Oblivion has, except for the broken steel enemies, which I've dealt with a separate mod. And I don't feel like enemies are really bullet sponges, besides super mutants, which I'm okay with them taking a few extra shots. Lowering the difficulty would make us not die so quickly, which I find a little insane how fast we do go down. But I'm not, like, too bothered by it. Probably because we have the Chinese stealth armor. If I was just getting shot, one tapped all the time, because we're just like running around, I might consider lowering it. We might have to do that if we ever do another playthrough of like melee unarmed explosives. I might lower the difficulty there, just so we don't get one shot so easily. I don't know. That's all very, very far away, so not something we really have to worry about. I think once we get to New Vegas, it'll actually become even easier because the enemies don't scale at all. We'll just have to play it by ear. I'm okay with it right now, though. Yeah, so we're looking for, I think, a house, and it might be that house. I think this is the only house there. This is where the luck bobblehead is. Like I said, it is, like, you have to go out of your way to find this place. You're not just going to stumble upon it like a lot of other bobbleheads. This place is very, very out there. I think this is where, what's his name is too. Junders Plunkett. Boom. One shot, dead. We can take his finger. We can take his spiked knuckles. And I think we'll get 1,000 caps for that, so that's pretty nice. Let's open up these safes. Nothing too good. I guess we'll take those wrenches. And the luck bobblehead, finally. You now have a 2.5 boost to critical hit chance or bonus. I actually couldn't read it fast enough. I don't know why those notifications go off the screen so fast. But yeah, more crits or better crits or something. Couldn't see it all. And a creepy picture of Abe Lincoln with knives. Little shrine to him. Interesting. Clearly this guy was obsessed with Lincoln. Alright, we can also head upstairs because apparently there are some locked containers and a skill book. Anything in here? Kind of. Skill book is in the other room, I guess. Big Book of Science. Not bad. I think we have a bunch of those. Also, I should read the other lockpick magazine we have right now. And I'm sure we have one more in Megaton. It'll be nice to have that completely maxed out. And one more safe. With some very, very underwhelming garbage. Okay. One bobblehead down, and it's only taken 38 minutes. Brilliant. Now, Arlington Cemetery itself, I feel like doesn't have a whole lot of interesting things going on besides that. But there is a location here that I think I'm going to do instead of continuing to hunt for bobbleheads. I think this is the only way you can actually get to it, but it's considered by quite a few fans of Fallout 3 to be one of the coolest dungeons in the game. So of course we got to go explore it. We also just picked up People's Republic of America radio.
Greetings to the oppressed masses from the peace-loving peoples of China. Why do you continue to send your boys to die for your capitalist masters? Do you think your readers will keep you safe if the bombs fall? You will die while the Wall Street gang and their hangers-on live like kings and...
So, some anti-American communist propaganda radio by the Chinese trying to get people to turn on the US government because we are right outside Mama Dulce's. Very interesting, fun little dungeon. A lot of lore in it, showing how well the Chinese have infiltrated American society in this game. I don't know if there are enemies out here. Doesn't seem like it. I don't recall if there are any unique guns in here. I do know, however, there is a crap load of skill magazines in here that we definitely want to be picking up. Plus, like I said, it's just kind of a cool little place with some very interesting enemies. Chinese remnant officers, yes. Members of the Chinese Communist Party 200 years after the bombs have dropped, who are still here. You see some of that in Fallout 4, actually. I think there is a Chinese ghoul who you like help on a submarine or something. Well, that takes care of that. Yes, they all have Chinese assault rifles and Chinese jumpsuits. You gotta assume that they're just insane, I guess, to still be here after all this time. That propaganda really got in deep, I guess. They're still waiting for orders or something. I would have left. Now, there are some pretty interesting terminal entries here that I would like to get to. I'm hoping we have enough science to get into them, or there's some sort of key or something. Oops, missed too many. Das Kapital. I think this is definitely modded. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't know what mod would have added it either, so. Is it a skill book? No. Just a random book. All right, well, we have a Karl Marx book. Kind of random, kind of cool. Okay, what does this terminal say? Mama Dulce's processed foods, an all-American business. Plant operations menu. Resource levels. Low gelatin, low yellow 21. Okay, quarterly analysis. Results show strong growth. Sweet and sour stroganoff frozen dinner enjoying unexpected popularity with youth demographic. Projections show diminished returns due to increased cost of domestic shipping. Recommend increased quotient of byproduct use from regional affiliates and lumber milling industries. Seek alternative revenue streams where possible. Human resources. Please welcome our recent new hires to the Washington, D.C. processing and packing plant. Thanks to the new plant manager, Robert Whiteman, for continuing the speedy staffing of this facility. Thomas Jenkins, Michael Smith, Jonathan Apple, Joe Jones. Gotta love those names. Urgent diagnostic alert. Critical diagnostic message. Radiation levels exceed federal limit. Please contact maintenance. Access encrypted file. Welcome back, Agent Huang. The People's Republic of China salutes your braveries. Find established cover operation of Mama Dulce's food creation factory. Priority to rendezvous with selected team and covert operations of local area. Job and wage are secured for each within operation. Required to inform when first stage of operation is complete. A lot of sugar bombs here too, which is pretty good if you are collecting them like us. Should turn those in at some point. Loading yard, sure. Sniper rifle. And underneath our good friend here is a Spec Ops magazine. You have a rocket launcher. Let's get rid of you. What's this down there? Oh, it's you. Dang it. Alright, let's just use VATS. Or not, because the camera does weird things. There we go. Okay, where's this taking us? Pre-war book. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a lot of skill magazines here, so definitely worth going through. You should use the 10mm. These guys are pretty weak. They do not scale with you at all. They also light themselves on fire. Smart. Maybe they want to die after 200 years. I probably would too. Okay. Some ammo, a lockbox, some more ammo. Okay, so does this lead somewhere different? No, but we haven't been this way yet, so let's explore this way first. There's also a lot of stealth boys here, which, if you don't have the Chinese stealth suit, are very, 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 very valuable. Can we go this way? Maybe. He can. Can I get up there? Seemingly, yes. Good place to get Chinese assault rifles too for the Paradise Fall merchant that we unfortunately had to kill, but yeah, you get a lot of them here. Guns and bullets, not the most useful. Our guns is maxed. I think there is a Dean's Electronics in here though. That's what we're fishing for. Actually, are we fishing for that? What is my repair? Did I max it out? Yeah, I did, so don't even need that. I thought we got it pretty high, but I forgot we had maxed it. Okay. Dolce's loading yard. Another guns and bullets. Like I said, this place is full of skill books. Should have came here beforehand, I guess. Not that we, apparently had an issue with finding gun magazines, but could have got some early ones doing this. Yeah, every single one of these guys has a Chinese assault rifle. Could definitely take those to Paradise Falls. I wish we had done that, because he does have like a pretty good shop from what I remember. Did we just loop back around? I think we did. Oh well, there's apparently a tunnel that we haven't been down. And another skill book, Tumblers Today. That's perfect, because that'll max out our lockpicking. Yeah, there's some guy, I might have already killed him and not noticed, has what we're looking for. Okay, so let's get out of here. We still have quite a lot of time left, actually, so maybe we should go for another bobblehead. Let's see what I can find. All right, let's go for an easy one that is just sort of out in the open. I think it is in this direction. Not too hard to get, and I think if we return to 10 penny afterwards, he might give us something. So it's kind of like Sydney's quest, where there's a little bit of extra dialogue if you go the extra, not mile, because it's not exactly hard. If you go the extra distance and return to the person who would be most interested in it. Now we do have to be careful. This gun isn't bad, but I don't know if it's albino rad scorpion killer good enough. I don't know if it's good enough to kill albino rad scorpions. Actually, didn't seem to be doing that bad. We have a ton of ammo back in Megaton for the 10mm, so I can always go grab some if we run out. Okay, there's actually somewhere around here. Why are you hostile to me?
Glad that's over.
Are you actually gonna shoot me? No. Alright, somewhere around here in Rockopolis, which if you listen to the radio, will actually mention, there is someone we are looking for. And they'll have a bobblehead next to them. It's not a very useful bobblehead for us. Doesn't really going to make a change of how we play. But, you know, we gotta get all the bobbleheads, so. Gosh dang, stupid RoboBrain. Again, this is another one of those places where nothing really sends you here, and the actual bobblehead itself isn't in like a obvious position, so unless you know a bobblehead is here, it's kind of hard to find. Like, it's not just, oh, it's at the end of the dungeon next to the boss chest. You know, I'll for sure see it. This is like, it's tucked away somewhere weird over here, and there's tall grass everywhere. It might even be... Oh, is that why you're hostile with me? Because I, like, stumbled upon your scavenger thing? He might be a random event, not just your regular scavenger. Clear the area. There's some door here. Yes. Look at that. You're just supposed to know. I mean, it does give you a marker, but you're just supposed to know that rock can be interacted with. Every other rock in the game cannot, but this one. Rollings, we're done. And there's Argyle, the ghoul who is mentioned in the, what's it called, Galaxy News radio stories, the one that Herbert Daring Dashwood actually told us about, and to try and find him. And of course the bobblehead. Your unarmed attacks now do double damage against blocking opponents. That's pretty good. Also listen to this. Or read it, I guess. Rollings. This is the last of those fucking hole dwellers. Jurley wants to shop them around up north. Not sure if they'll make good slaves since their eyesight is so shitty, but it's not our problem. So gather the boys and saddle up. Next stop, the pit. So yes, seems like Argyle was going to be enslaved, maybe by the raiders of Evergreen Mills over here, and ended up dying. So if we return to Tenpenny Tower, I think Herbert Dashing will give us a reward. Since we're here and we have the money, I'm going to purchase Tenpenny Tower, like the suite right here. We don't really need it. Obviously, our home is in Megaton, but just to say that we did. Plus, we have a second robot butler who can give us some water. Thank you. Ah, here he is.
Glad to see you were able to convince these people to open their minds a little. Those ghouls will liven things up around here for a long time.
I found Argyle. I'm afraid he's dead.
Dead? Argyle? You're sure? My God. I always thought he'd outlive me by at least 100 years. Poor bastard. But thank you. Thank you for telling me. At least now I know. At least now the poor guy can catch a breather. I'd like to return your kindness. Here, take this key. It unlocks my safe. Lots of stuff in there I'll never use again. My adventuring days are over.
So just like Sydney, like, it's kind of just a cool little unmarked thing. If you remember something about the character, you can bring some sort of evidence back, give you a decent reward for it. This is how you get the bottle cap mine, or at least one way to get it. So I definitely feel like it's worth doing. Plus, it's just kind of cool to get that dialogue. I bet a lot of people have not heard it before because every part of it is pretty hard to find. And if you do find it, you have to remember to bring it back to Dashwood, which I would guess a lot of people forget. And we are back, accomplished with one additional bobblehead. Granted, it is the last special bobblehead. So now we only have 4 more to go, and we will have finished the bobblehead collection, which I always have to do when I play this game. It's one of my favorite aspects of these games. There's just something fun about collecting them. They send you to pretty cool places, and they give you pretty good perks, especially with TTW changing them to be more long-term Anyways, I am going to end the video there for today. Next time, I'm going to try and get the remaining 4 bobbleheads so we can write that off our list, be done with it, and I don't know what we're going to do after that. We're sort of running out of things to do. I said at the end of last time what my plans are, but I don't know. I feel like I need to do some last minute checks on any other cool dungeons or unique weapons that I'd like to pick up before we just press on with the main story and the DLCs and the rest of Fallout 3. Anyways, thank you for watching and peace out.